Hello everyone, and welcome back to Conquer the Frontier at the New Frontier. As you can see, we are in December, and the snow has started to fall. Although it's not going to stick around for very long, it's due to stop at some point this morning, and it's just going to be cloudy this afternoon. Now, none of the snow has set, but what has set is a rather mighty pile of building materials, which we can see behind us. We have got planks long, wood beams, and oh my goodness, there's even more pallets spawning from our sawmill. Another pallet of small planks, or standard planks. So yeah, our sawmill has been very busy converting both wood chips and wood into these building materials, which is really good news for Nordic and I, because it means that we are going to be able to raise a considerable amount of money. I think it's around the $75,000 mark based on current prices. So Nordic and I are going to get the pickup and the trailer ready. I'm just going to drift on over here, jump in the pickup. It is rather wet and soggy this morning because, yeah, with the snow not setting, it is just wet. But let's grab the trailer and we will start to load up the building materials. We're going to take them over to the warehouse, which is near the farmer's market where we sold some of our grain previously. And yeah, we'll have to do a couple of trips. I'm thinking probably one trip per building material type. We only have a small trailer, so that is a bit of a limitation. But once we have got that all sold, the plan is today we are going to buy, finally, a second tractor for Creekside Farm. And we're also going to buy another plow, because Nordic and I have got another field to create. And it is the area which we mowed up last time. So yeah, got to keep ourselves busy in winter, and that's what we're going to be doing to keep ourselves occupied. Right, it's time to get loading. So we're going to load up and get this material sold. And there we go. Nordic and I are on the return from the second trip, and we have made, well, we've not made, I think it, well, yes, we had about $6,000 this morning, and we're now up to $76,000. So yeah, we've made about $70,000 from all of those materials, which is fantastic. We managed to get it shortened down into just 2 trips, which is really, really handy. And yeah. Oh, Nordic was doing a very nice jump there. It's time to buy our second tractor and a plow. So let's get into the store and see what it is we're going to buy. So Nordic and I have opted to go for the Fendt Xylon 524. It's 147 horsepower. It's going to cost us $57,500, but a worthwhile investment. And it's an interesting tractor because you can mount certain attachments to the front. There is a front loader, there is a sprayer attachment with a tank, and then you can fit a sprayer to the back. But yeah, we're going to buy this because it's going to be, I think, a good workhorse for Creekside Farm. Now, I did mention front attachments that can go on this tractor. There is the front loader, and then the front tank. And then the front tank obviously supports a spray boom that can attach to the rear of the tractor. We're not worried about sprayers at the moment, so I think we're going to buy this front loader for 5,700. And then, as mentioned, we are going to be doing some ploughing. So we're going to buy a second Vogelnut Farmer M854 plough, 1.6 meters wide, needs 80 horsepower to run. And it's going to cost us 9,000. So, here we go. What do you think, Nordic? Oh yes, I agree. It's looking pretty fancy, if you ask me. Bank account has taken a bit of a dent, but yeah, it's all looking rather nice. Oh yeah, Nordic, it does look great. And I know you're really excited about getting into it, so you can drive it back. And do the first stint of the ploughing in it. We will hop back in the pickup truck. And yeah, I look forward to giving it a whirl later on. We'll do the first stint in the Massey. And then look forward to doing the final part of the ploughing in our new field with the bent Xylon. Nordic just grabbing the front loader. There we go, that attaches on quite nicely. And we can use some of our existing attachments that we do have. We have a pallet fork and a shovel. So that's pretty handy. Right, grabbing the plough, and then I think we'll follow Nordic back up to Creekside. Alright, Nordic is going to hang around here and wait for us to go grab the Massey and return back. Looks like the area that we want to plough is nicely marked up by the fact that the grass hasn't grown back where we cut it. So that's going to be a good, easy marking for us to do the ploughing. Right, let's dash and get the Massey and head back to join Nordic. Alright, pickup dropped off. We can jump in the Massey. I think we'll ditch the front loader and yeah, maybe we'll grab the weight for the front. I forgot that the weight we have can't go on the Massey because it is not having a 3-point linkage on the front, so yeah, we'll just have to make do. And the plough is here. There we go. Right, we've come to join Nordic. I think what we'll do is we'll probably do a headland each, or maybe 2 headlands each, and then we'll break into rows, and then we'll aim to swap about halfway around. So yeah, let's line up and we can get started. So, Nordic and I have done half of the ploughing, as you can see. Well, probably a good third or over a third. Oh, there's a deer stuck in the middle there. And we are now going to swap tractors. Nordic is going in the Massey. We are going to hop in the Fendt Xylon. So yeah, quite excited to see this. Oh, here we go. Tractor looks very good on the inside. We better line up so we can follow Nordic. It's not too complex in terms of what we have to do. It's simply just raising and lowering the plough again. And yes, I did have to nip off in the Massey after the first headland to refuel, as it was flashing at me, and yeah, we most certainly would have ran out of fuel. So yeah, nipped off and darted back so we could complete another round of headland and then ploughed up the first half. But wow, this Xylon is absolutely eating up the earth. It's got a good amount of power, especially for this size of plough. And yeah, they're much larger tyres on this compared to the Massey, so traction is definitely not an issue. But because Nordic and I have a single direction plough, we are sort of doing alternate rows. We are going as if we were ploughing the ground towards the outside of the field, but obviously we have cut the field in half, so that has made life a little bit easier, so we don't have to go all the way to the other side of the field. That is quite a useful tactic. The first headland we did, we actually were ploughing in the wrong direction, but it was going to make our lives a little bit easier with border control for the field. So that is why we did that. But yeah, more ploughing to do. The next second portion of the field needs to be chopped up and turned over. And yeah, it's quite a long job ploughing, but made easier by the fact that we have a second tractor now, and a rather beastly tractor, I should add. Fantastic. Right, we are going to crack on. I think we've probably got a bit of a row to straighten up on this one. It looks a little bit pear-shaped, so that will be interesting. But we will do as best we can. We won't be winning any awards for ploughing, that's for sure. There we go. Nordic and I have finished ploughing up this field, so we can head on back to Creekside Farm in a rather joyous mood, because we've created our next largest field. And we're going to have to come up with a name for this field. Of course, we have Creekside, we have Albert Park, which is to my right. In the trees over there, you can see what's growing just in the corner. And then we have this newly created field. It is kind of on a little bit of a side slope. I will take a little look as to what the shape of it is on the map once we get back. But yeah, all is as to what we should call it. There is Albert Park glistening through the trees. I'm desperately trying to remember what we planted in there. I think it was winter barley. And in Creekside Field, which of course is called Creekside because it is the main farm in Creekside Farm. This has got our canola in, so yeah, a lot of this stuff is going to be growing over the winter and hopefully harvestable early on in the next season. But with the ploughing done, I think we can drop the plough off and park up the tractors. Excellent. Well, Nordic and I have a little bit of time spare, so rather than calling it there, we've decided that what we'll do is do some wood chipping. So I think what we can do is use the new and fantastic Fendt Xylon to run the wood chipper. And yeah, we're not going to need to do any winching. I think the plan is that what we'll do is we'll have a bit of a mobile operation. We will scurry to wherever we need the wood chipping to go. So, oh, there you go. There's a little bit that's going to fall off the end there. Oh, I think that was wasted. That is a shame. Never mind. Right, there we go. We have this folded up now, sprinkling wood chips off the back there, which is always fun and entertaining. There we go. We can head on over to a little plot of land where we have a couple of trees to wood chip. I think what we'll do is we'll fill up the trailer and try and top up the biomass heating plant, and then also try and top up the sawmill if we can. So that might be 2 loads, but yeah, wood chipping is very, very fast, so it's not going to take us long at all. Right, we are lined up. I need to lower the wood chipper. There we go. That is over the top. We can switch it on. There we go. It's already deposited a little amount in there, so that's good. Right, we're going to chop down some trees and do some wood chipping. And, oh, Nordic's just nearly hit me with a branch there. Right, let's get to it. Okay, well, Nordic and I are finishing off where we started this morning by the sawmill. We sold all of the materials, made a healthy sum of money, bought a second tractor, the Fendt Xylon, and a plough to go with it, and we ploughed up our newest field. And yeah, on that note, I did say I was going to check the shape of the field. It looks pretty standard, it just looks to be a sort of rectangle with a bit of a dip in here. So any ideas as to what we should call this field? Let me know. But yeah, then we finished up by doing some wood chipping using both our tractors, which was much more efficient. The Silage bunker looks to have fully fermented, so we could potentially look to sell some of that next month, or even a few months away when the price is best for silage. But that is it for today. I hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out Nordic's channel for his perspective of today's session, and if you've got any tips, tricks or things you'd like us to do, then feel free to leave a comment. All that's left to say is I hope to see you again next time on Conquer the Frontier in the new frontier, and yeah, hopefully next time it is going to be sunny as well. The snow did not stick around for a long time at all. But we'll see you in the next one. Cheers all. Bye bye.